I've traveled to Virginia to do the notorious section of the Appalachian Trail called the Triple Crown, with its breathtaking views, ancient landscapes, and vibrant local community. On this episode, I experienced one of the most epic sunrises, some precarious rock ledges, eating wild berries, and a freak storm that precipitated a slip and fall. All this with my partner in crime, Becky. If you're new here, I'm Pete, and I've been traveling America and the world in search of the most amazing hikes, pilgrimages, natural wonders, and cultural experiences. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I'd love to stay connected. And now, let's get started where I left off on my last episode. Well, I'm up at 5 a.m. this morning. Just came out here for sunrise. And what a sunrise this turned out to be. Just gorgeous. With all the golden oranges and baby blues in the sky, and the mist drifting through the shadows in the valleys below. Unfortunately, there's a few teenage boys that hiked up here this morning and they've been super chatty. It would have been nice if it was completely silent up here, but I did manage to find a few quiet spots I could enjoy.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit.
Sunrises are just never long enough, are they? But like all good things, they must come to an end, and it was time we got packed up. Breaking down camp can be a slow process, but I've come to enjoy these morning routines. When you're on the trail for a few days, these routines become somewhat of a meditative time as you go through the motions. You're often deep in thought, thinking about your amazing time you've had, listening to nature, and daydreaming about your day ahead.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
All right, we just packed up and we're leaving Dragon's Tooth, getting back on the trail. Had a great time this morning. Very peaceful up until a bunch of teenagers started yapping up at the top of the tooth, carrying on, but they were nice enough anyway, just making a lot of noise. So now the fun begins. This first section of trail is characterized by lots of rock sheets up on end, and you pretty much have to make your way on the edges of these sheets and try not to slip as you go along. The camera doesn't really do it justice here because you can't really tell how high up off the ground this is, but trust me, you're high enough that if you fell, you're probably going to hurt yourself. And in some sections it gets quite drastic. Like this section, you really have to be careful because if you tumble right here, you're going down 50, maybe even 100 feet into the valley below. I don't know. You definitely don't want to slip like I just did.
Great outdoors, forever free.
No, this isn't right. It's up there.
You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Boy, that section coming off of Dragon Tooth, that's quite the challenge there. It's like sheer cliffs and you have to hug the wall coming all the way down. Best way to do it is just to lean against the wall and watch your steps. They're like just little ledges on this sheer wall. It's completely manageable, but You know, it's quite a challenge, so be ready for that if you're coming through.
I'm assuming
To go up and over you.
I don't see a blaze.
Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Morning.
Good morning.
You and me
You have a good day.
You too.
meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
I don't know if you can read that, but that's to say the least. It says, next mile of trail is rocky and steep in sections. Please use caution and follow white blazes. Yeah, definitely steep and definitely dangerous. Be careful. I just got super lucky there. I was carrying my camera on my tripod, and for some reason hadn't tightened the grip on the camera very well, and the camera slipped off the tripod, and had quick reactions and put my foot out to break its fall. Luckily there was no damage, but I could have just imagined how poorly that would have went if we were on a cliff.
Oh, we'll go off to the side.
We're just
That's fine.
step aside.
Go ahead.
The cobwebs are officially cleared now on this
Oh,
trail.
thank you.
Exactly.
How far do we have to go?
About a
To go
mile.
up to Dragons?
About a
So
mile.
yeah, about a mile. Half a mile's pretty easy. Well, about like a quarter of it's pretty easy. The rest is pretty steep, but it's fun. It's beautiful. It's well worth
All
it.
right.
Have
a good day.
Happy hiking.
Bye. Thank you. Good day.
This is day 3 of our adventure on the Triple Crown, and we're making our way from Dragon's Tooth down to Route 311 where we have a car parked. It's about 6 miles away or so, and we're gonna head out, take our car and head out into town this evening, and tomorrow we're gonna take a 0 day and just check out the town and see what they have going on around here. Should be fun, but today we're just concentrating on getting down from this mountain, and so far it hasn't been too bad. Honestly, it's a nice leg workout if you're looking for a workout.
Going in and out those revolving doors, it blows me away. Take me away, throw my body about in an ocean.
Oh wow. I think this is a nice little stop for a break.
Who I will become, light me up, giant star, put your heat on me. This is all that I can be.
Where'd the trail go?
Doesn't it go that way?
No.
Well, that took us a few minutes to figure out. Apparently the trail took a hairpin turn about 20 paces before the Outlook, and the blaze was actually behind us as we originally walked past. But eventually we figured it out and got back on track here.
Hi, Pops. Nice walk in the woods, right?
Oh,
you got
yeah.
4 feet, half the work.
I know, right?
Hang on, we're sniffing.
Yeah, she'll catch up. She has a sniff.
I tell you what, bringing a dog up here is a hell of a commitment. don't even know how four legs gets over those sheer cliffs that you have to climb up. I'd love to watch the dog do that. I don't know if they poured him over it or if the dog can manage it. And that makes us miss our dog Lily. But she's at home playing with all the other doggies.
The purpose of a life, the secrets in a bowl, the keys to growing old, key to my soul, keeping to the path, steps we've gotta take, build upon a frame, build until you break, light me out.
We were just making our way down here, and a lady was coming up the trail. It looked like she just had a small day pack on, but she was probably feeling the burn, and she started offering up
You want a soda, beer?
oh no, I'm good, thank you so much. I was like, did she just say beer? Because I could totally take that, but at that point she was already past me and I didn't want to be rude. I thought she was just being nice, but I come to find out some section hikers came by and they had beers in hand, and I told them how jealous I was, and they said that yeah, she was trying to lighten her load because it was getting kind of heavy going up this elevation. But yeah, next time I need to be on my toes for those free beers on trail. At one point here, we stumbled across this beautiful little plateau with amazing views out to the distance. But just as quickly as it came up, we were back into the forest. Becky and I were just talking about how, you know, this seems kind of far away. It's about 7 hours from our house, but we think this might actually be manageable as a long weekend trip. I think you could come down here. Oh, here comes somebody. Hello. Good. You guys doing trail maintenance? Oh, thank you. Really appreciate you guys taking care of the trail for us.
Yeah. It's a good hike. It's a beautiful trail.
Thank you for all your time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous trail. It is. We're so lovely. You guys enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. So as I was saying, you come down on Friday right after work, leave at 5, and you get down here, what would that be, around 11 p.m. You camp out of your car. If you have an SUV, you could put like an air mattress in the back. Camp in your car at the parking spot at your starting spot. And then in the morning, you get on trail. Then you do Saturday up to Dragon's Tooth. And Sunday back down the section we're doing right now. And you head home. We'll probably get down there around, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So you could be back home by around 10 if you're roughly the same distance as us. So yeah, that's one way to make good use of your weekends and try to do, you know, parts of the Appalachian Trail that are further away. Pretty cool. Those ladies that we passed were doing trail maintenance, and they're part of the local hiking club here that takes care of the AT and probably other trails too. But I just want to give a big shout out to those that do contribute their time to take care of these trails. It's a real benefit to the community. I was talking to Becky of how, you know, some of those stair climbs up the cliff sides are intense. It's unbelievable the stonework that these people do to put in convenient stones that you can step on to get up these sheer cliffs. I'm sure those were done a long time ago, but it's these people that put in their time that really make this possible for all of us that do this. So thank you. Looks like we're coming down to State Highway 624. It's about 11 a.m. We made pretty good time coming down, I think. Came across a number of hikers going mostly in the opposite direction, but a couple going the same direction, going north. All right. So So we're about a third of the way there now, I think. Trail magic. This is interesting. People are amazing.
Well, yeah, there you're.
You really get pampered on these trails. People, complete strangers, come out and give you trail magic if you're a thru hiker. All right, where do we pick up from here?
I could probably leave.
Like over here. And for those of you who haven't heard of trail magic, it's basically free food on the trail.
That's cool.
All right.
Source.
What's that?
This is our water source.
This is it?
This is it.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was a little surprised because I really wasn't expecting to come across our water source for another mile or two. But we did like any good hiker would do, and rather than filling up our water bottles, we decided to just take a break and enjoy the atmosphere.
This is not our water source. It's not even marked.
Looks a little cloudy too. I'm not sure it's a good idea. Took a short break there. There was a little stream that ran along Route 624. And now we're off again. There's switchbacks right after that. I'm not sure what the elevation here is, but it looks like we're getting towards the top. And then I presume we're going to go down again because there's supposed to be a water source over on the other side about a half a mile away. That one we can actually fill our bottles up with, because this one apparently there's some cow pastures upstream, so I guess you don't want to fill in this last one here. Sounds like we're coming up on our water source here. We're gonna refill down here once we get to this stream. Oh, there it is. Looks refreshing.
It feels cool.
It does.
Maybe take a picture, take a couple gets it free. I don't wanna give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me. Or to a place that you thought you never really see. You'd be looking funny when you're living so free. All I ever was, afraid to take the plunge.
There's baby birds right up there. There's a nest right underneath. They're being super quiet. I'm surprised there's not a mama bird going after me.
No. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see the snake. Oh wow. The bird's like checking it out too.
I'm missing the seas I swing when I used to truly bring everything I had to bring. I give it.
Oh, the baby. There's baby cows.
I just wanna live in bliss. Baby, can you grant this wish? You're the piece of my just fit.
Oh why do I have black fur, huh?
I know. I gotta get in the shade.
Looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple gets it free. I don't wanna give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me. Or to a place that you thought you never really see. You'd be looking funny when you're living so free.
Tell you what, these pastures are beautiful, and it's a nice change of scenery after being in the woods for so long. But it is hot out here in the wide open fields like this. Whew. It's beautiful though. Tell you what, lots of flowers, big mountains, mountain ranges all around. Very cool. Check it out.
Just think of what could be if I was still around. The schedules were free.
Man, I don't know that I'd ever wished for switchbacks, but after going through those open fields with the sun just beating down on you, I'd take a switchback any day over those open fields. It's crazy. We just came across a cow fence. It's like a special gate that humans could get through, but cows can't. And they put it halfway up this mountain on these switchbacks. I swear, if a cow gets up here on its own, it deserves to go free. Looks like we're about 2/3 of the way up. Looking forward to getting up to the ridge and then just walking the ridge line. We got about 2.5 miles or 3 miles to go, somewhere in there. Hello.
You'll probably catch up to us again.
I to the top where I didn't see any mountain above me, and I was like, I'm gonna celebrate right here.
We just crossed them halfway up the switchbacks, and they were taking a break there. And so we're playing a bit of tag back and forth. I don't know if we'll catch them though.
We've been playing tag all day.
Have we? So I kind of regret saying that I prefer switchbacks over the open fields. I pretty much don't prefer either of them. But this feels nice up here, right at the peak. We're getting a strong wind. And there's a bunch of little butterflies and other things. You sure they're blackberries?
I don't know.
Up across a blackberry patch right along the side of the trail. I think Becky's gonna try one of these. I don't know. You're on camera, go ahead.
I don't want
Show
to be
what
on
you're
camera.
made of. All right, yeah, we're not gonna do it.
I mean, they look like they've been picked off by animals, so.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances.
Fair enough.
All the last thing I need right now is an upset stomach. Although they would taste pretty delicious. We came across some more blackberries, and Becky was courageous enough to actually try one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Oh, those are good. Ooh, they're so sweet. All right, hopefully come across some more of those. And hopefully I don't keel over sick from it. Ooh, oh wow, tons of ripe ones. There's a bunch more. That's good. Loving this.
You have me, and I have you. That's
You know, I can't tell you how nice it is to have company on trail sometimes, especially when it's your special person in life. We may have our own pace and our own ways of doing things, but it's nice to have someone that you can share the good and the bad with, someone to joke and muse with, and ultimately someone to share the victory at the end with.
we've gone round and round. What I know, this much is true. There ain't a color in the rainbow that shines like
You know what you don't see here?
What's that?
Deer.
Yeah, I wonder
So
why.
you're out in the wilderness for like 8 hours a day. I drive my car half a minute, and I've got deer jumping out in front of me. Mommy deer, baby deer, daddy deer, all kinds of deer. But you're out in the wilderness, no deer.
Nothing. Guess they're shy in their natural habitat.
Clearly. I'm okay with not seeing bear, but it's weird that you don't see deer.
Although I don't mind seeing a deer in the distance, or a bear in the distance, just not close
Nope.
up.
Don't need to. I'm good with pictures.
there ain't a single direction. Don't point to you.
What are you trying to get to today?
We're trying to save on Tabo McAfee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
That way we don't have to go up in the morning.
Good luck.
Have a good one.
Well, things are looking a little sketchy right now. The wind's picked up and the clouds are moving in. And we need to get the heck off the trail. Just a little bit a ways back there, it started drizzling. And I was trying to get up to a certain section so I could put my pack down and put away my camera. And I fell on my face. I don't know if you can see it. So, AT versus face. AT wins. Oh God. At least could have been worse, I guess. So, the camera survived though. Just a little bit of a scratch on it. Nothing, no big deal. Lesson learned when it comes to when you get in situations like this. Rushing things just makes things worse. So, there's just no sense in doing that. I should have just put the bag right there in the middle of the trail. Dirt or not, doesn't matter. Just stick stuff in it. That's what I'll do next time. But for now, we got to get going. So won't be any updates until we get to our car. We're off the trail. Not quite in time before we got dumped on by the clouds, but what are you gonna do? Literally about 5 minutes after recording the last segment, it just started pouring, and the car was only another 5 minutes away. The irony of the whole thing is, hadn't I fell on the trail trying to rush to get my camera gear away, we would have made it back in time to get in the car before it started pouring on us. We're safe and we're off the mountain, so we're gonna head over to our hotel for the night and get showers. We're looking forward to showers. We arrived at our Airbnb for the next 2 nights. It's called the Lofts in downtown Salem. It's like done in an old industrial building. So pictures online looked awesome. Look at this place. Wow, check out this loft space. That is so cool. That's awesome. I love the brick wall. Modern furnishings. Let's check out some of the other rooms. Very nice. Small bathroom. And little bedroom. It's got like an open ceiling with open wood rafters. Awesome. Love it. We're gonna go get set up and get a shower, so we'll see in a little bit. We are showered. Oh my God. I tell you what, it's amazing how much a simple shower can improve your mood. We are heading out to town here. This is Salem, Virginia. This is their downtown, and it is super cute. It's like the quintessential downtown area in most little small towns in the US. Anyway, we are going over to catch a dinner together because it is kind of our anniversary trip. If you caught our initial video of this adventure, I talked a little bit about that Becky and I are celebrating a 20th wedding anniversary, believe it or not. So we're taking some time to hang out and really kind of enjoy time together. At any rate, you guys are not invited. Sorry guys, but I do want to thank you all for following along. If you guys like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate the support and it really helps my channel. And as always, travel far, travel often, and make your days well traveled.